Hello again, my friends. You're back on the hill with the toad, and have I got a treat for you today? In front of you are my small collection of fiction folders. Now, I've really fallen in love with this design. It is so simple and naive, I just can't tell you how much I really love them. There's a honesty to fiction folders that I don't feel with any other kind of folding knife. If you understand what I mean, then you'll understand what I mean. If you don't, well, there you go. But yeah, so for the near future, that's what I'm going to be getting my hands on, is friction folders. However, I've also started buying from Raven Forge, which is this one here, which I bought from Raven Forge. Oops. The Ramsed rail spike knife. Oh, absolutely beautiful little thing. Now these are designed mainly for in the older days where you used to take your own cutlery for a meal. This would be your meal knife. Cut your bits and bobs and away you go. Obviously they're embellished a little bit on the end. To me, these are like apprentice knives, the kind of things that apprentices make up during their time. There's lots of this type of design around. There's some really amazingly intricate designs. It's surprising what people can do when they start bending steel. But I've got this one for a start. I am going to be getting more from them. A lot more actually. In the near future, that's the only place I'm going to be spending my money, at least for the near future. However, you may already be aware that because Bakery Wizard on his channel, that Rough Rider Reserve are now doing a decent Barlow. One that hasn't got a clip point. Luckily, because I've got to admit, I prefer other knives than clip points. Now, the blade that the Barlow appears to have, from what I've seen, is this blade, which is on the Whittler. It looks very much like this, and I hope it is. Same thing, it's in D2, so I'm guessing, just wipe that off. I'm guessing it is going to be this blade that's in the Barlow. A single blade knife. I'm really looking forward to it. I've contacted Harney Haynes and asked them if they're going to be stocking it. I'm expecting an answer very soon from them. They so far have been brilliant with any knife I've asked them so far. I've just got to give them the number and they've been able to get it for me. And then they'd stocked a few of them, excepting of course for the what was that little green thing that they weren't allowed to bring into the country? Do you know what? I forgot what it's called. You all know which one I mean. It's a little green thing. It's a little flipper knife and it has a little liner lock on it. And it turned out it's too dangerous to be imported into the UK. A very serious weapon of mass destruction, which we cannot have over here because we can't be trusted with those sort of things. But anyway, the Barlow looks like it's got this blade in it, and if it has, wonderful. Well, I'll be getting it anyway regardless, because it'll be going to my Barlow collection. Anyway, put this one away. So, as you can see in front of us, we've got the Japanese fiction folder. Well, this one is a Chinese Damascus bladed cookery style, based obviously on the Japanese version. Pennies, this what it was £8. Then I've got my Todd Cutler friction folders, both based on medieval design friction folders. The slips are my own design. You see, I've been making quite a few of these over the last week or so, while my black moods have been taking me over. But one thing I've been able to do is a lot of sewing, and I've made pretty much, I don't know, about 30 of these so far of different ones. Each one's for its own knife. I'm pretty pleased with the way they're coming out. But anyway, I've got completely off the subject. This is what I want to show you. This is from Raven Forge. Now it comes in an absolutely brilliant little sheath, or belt, holster, whatever you want to call it. I mean, incredibly well made. Look at this. It is wonderful. It's lovely. I mean, you can't fault this. This is almost worth the price of the knife. However, inside is... Oops. I can get it out. There we go. Is this. Look at this. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? Damascus steel. I think this is rosewood. And look at this. This is, I mean, it's street legal. You can carry this in the UK without any worries. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the Damascus on this. Fabulous. I get lost in that design. Oops. Let me just see if I can get it any clearer. Oops. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I was never a fan of Damascus until very recently. There we are. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And this feels so brilliant. Let me just change this focus again. There we go. This feels so brilliant in your hand. Honestly, it's obviously it's a friction folder, so it locks. Doesn't lock, I should say. It's all secure in your hand. Ravenforge have a few of these for sale, different designs. I shall be getting at least one version of each of them over the next month or so. They've actually got a sale on at the moment, clearing off their old stock. And I've already ordered some more knives from them, which are from their clearance sale. They've all got little blemishes on them, not perfects. But they're not perfect, so as good as you're going to get anyway. The thing I like about it is these are made by somebody. They're made by a craftsman. They're not mass produced. They're made with honesty. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is how my collection is going to be going from now on. As I say, things have been a little bit black for me the last few weeks. I've made a few decisions. One of them is I'm going to be shifting a big chunk of the knives I own. I'm not really sure how. I'm possibly going to be setting up a sale page on Etsy and maybe selling them off that way. Because the reason being is I've changed direction of the knives I'm collecting and I don't have the money to buy what I'd like to buy. So those knives that aren't high on my loved agenda are going to be loved by somebody else, basically. Unfortunately, our postal service is the way it is with the new laws when it comes to posting bladed things that came in April this year. You've got to be a bit careful how you move some of these bladed articles on. Look at that, isn't that lovely? I actually had to send a knife back today to Harney Haynes, one I'd bought, and it wasn't up to the standard I was expecting. In fact, I thought it was pretty piss weak, to be honest with you. It was a new Boker they're selling. It looked like a piece of plastic when it came. The blade itself was wonderful, but the rest of it, piss poor in my opinion for Boker. And when I returned it, I had all sorts of shenanigans going on at the post office, because of course I've got to tell them what's in the parcel, and I told them it was cutlery, and they wouldn't send it for quite a while. I had this big discussion with them about what's legal to post and what isn't, and eventually they agreed and decided they would post it for me, send it through the post. I had to pay nearly £10 to have it posted, which I was very annoyed about. But it is the way it's gone now, and that's so, I assume it's so youngsters can't pick up knives. I don't know what the real reason is. Either way round, it was a pain in the bum, let's put it that way. I could have done without it. So if Poker had bought out something half decent, it wouldn't have been a problem, but they haven't. So, point being, as I'm saying, I won't be buying any traditional style slip joints in the near future. It will be, if I get anything, it will be friction folders, unless of course I do pick up the new Rough Rider Reserve Barlow, which I think I'll get hold of eventually. At some point it will be for sale over here, if not very soon. And the rest of it is going to be fixed blades from Raven Forge, until I actually get bored with that shop or I run out of money again. I've got a very good relationship with them now. They're a wonderful store. I'll show you. This is the gang. I do like these are the pizza axes that they sell, which I'm going to get. I actually missed one for sale. It was only £50. I wished I'd have got it, but I've missed it. They go for about £70. Obviously, the idea is you're cutting your pizza up or chop, whatever you're doing. Anyway, this is the crowd at Raven. Yeah, there you go. This is Matt. Yeah. So, I don't really have anything else to say, other than thank you very much, my friends, for the support you've given me. As I disclosed to you all about my problems with depression. It took a lot for me to say that, I've got to admit. I come very, very close to just scrapping the old YouTube thing, and it was a dark time for me. It's not completely gone away, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, thank you very much. As I try to explain to people when they say, what are you depressed about? So I'm not depressed about anything, I'm depressed. I have clinical depression. I don't have environmental depression. It's not my life shit. My life is actually quite good at the moment. I could have £1 million in my bank account at the moment, and depression has got hold of me. And if it's got hold of me, it's got nothing to do with my environment. It's the chemicals in my brain aren't working properly, and I am fucked and stuck in an old black mood. And there's nothing I can do about it until I break out of it. I've increased the medication that the doctor gives me, and that seems to be helping a bit. But in the meantime, I'll just plod along, and with the support of the good lady from the hill, who has been a major support of mine, I will carry on. But as I say, I'm going to be shifting some of my knives, and I'll probably put them on a say a sell page on Etsy and sell off as many as I can. I've got about 150 knives, I'd say, altogether. I'll probably be shifting about half of them, I'd say. I've got to have a good look how to do it first. But in the meantime, I will say good night, and thank you again for your support, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. And any of you who've got a bit spare cash, check out Raven Forge. They have some really good little bargains at the moment. Like I said, they have got a sale on, and yeah, the stuff they put out, they've got a lot of stuff that they don't make. You know, there's quite a bit of Harry Potter stuff on there, funny enough, broomsticks and wands and things, but obviously they don't make them. But they have got a lot of stuff that they sell for the people, but then they've got their own stuff that they make in their own forge. So you've got a good choice. A lot of helmets, shields, lots and lots of swords. So yeah, check them out. They're well worth a visit. And I shall see you next time. Bye bye for now, my friends.